everybody. Starting in Savasana, please. So come down onto your back. Nice big starfish, palms to face the sky or floor, your choice. Roll your shoulders back. And maybe just roll the feet in and then roll them out a couple of times. And then just begin to find your breath. Inhale in. And a huge big exhale through the mouth. And so last week we explored how easy it is to slip into routine and how yoga can help us to step out of autopilot and reconnect to rhythm. And we learned that presence often softens structure. And when we choose to feel instead of just do, our practice becomes alive again. And so this week we're going to continue our journey of switching mindset by inviting in this deeper shift. And this week we're thinking about from discipline to devotion. And discipline has its place. It gets us to our mat, it builds habits, it creates consistency. But if we're not careful, discipline can harden into force and judgment. And devotion, on the other hand, grows from love. It sustains you even when it's hard and even when it gets tough. Devotion is what keeps you coming back, not because you have to, but because you want to. So discipline is rooted in the fear of what will happen if I stop. Whereas devotion is rooted in the love of what happens when we continue. And one feels like an obligation, and the other feels like a gift. And yoga at its heart is not a discipline to master, but a devotion to remember. So just take a moment to reflect before we get moving. What would it feel like to step onto your mat today, not to prove anything, but to express your love for life, for your body, for this breath? What would it feel like to move and to do yoga because you enjoy doing yoga, not because you're here to beast yourself in your practice this evening? And a really nice way to think of this is if you think of a surfer paddling out into the ocean. Discipline gets them up at dawn, puts them in the water, and keeps them paddling out even when they're tired. But when the wave comes, they don't think about form or rules or the cost of falling. They just ride. That's devotion, that's joy, and that's the wave that I want you to ride today. Our mantra is, I move from love, not fear. I move from love, not fear. As we inhale, let's just draw the knees in towards the chest. Hold on to the kneecaps, draw a couple of circles, so pulling the knees closer towards the body, then sending them away. A few times in one direction, then a few times in the other. And then coming back to stillness, keep the big toes together, hold on to your kneecaps as we inhale, open the knees to either side of the torso. Reach the arms inside of the knees, hold on to edges of the feet, take your happy baby. Knees are bent, soles, the feet are poking up to the sky. Just take a little wiggle from side to side. Maybe straightening one leg, maybe two legs, maybe just staying still. And draw the knees all the way back in. As we inhale, extend the legs up to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, squeeze them back into the chest. Inhale, extend the legs, flex the toes towards the face. Crunch the head up and just look into your belly button. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath, can we crunch a tiny bit more? And then bend the knees, cross the legs, sit all the way up. Comfortable seated position. Shrug the shoulders up towards the ears and then roll and drop them down the back. Left ear to left shoulder. Chin to chest. Right ear to right shoulder. Chin to the sky. Reverse it just one time. Right ear to right shoulder. Chin to chest. Left ear to left shoulder. Chin to the sky. And release. Inhale, sweep your arms up, look up to the thumbs and link the fingers together. Take a big old stretch. Then lean towards the window. And center. And woo. And center. Reach the hands behind the back, linking the fingers together again. Pull the arms away, open through the chest. And release. Hands in front of you, press it away. Perfect. Release. Guide the knees together. Make your way all the way up to standing at the top of your mat. Feet hips width apart. Pressing through the big toe. Press through the heel of the foot. Eyes are closed. Palms facing forward. Little soft bend in the knees. Untuck the pelvis so your bum isn't sticking out or in. Take a huge breath in through the nose. Exhale, let go. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up to your thumbs. Exhale, sweep it down, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way back up. Hands to your heart space. Go again, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Hands to shins, sweep it down. Lift back up. Hands to your heart space. One more time like this. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, sweep all the way back up. This time bend at the elbows, thumbs to the back of the neck. Little bend in the knees, lean back slightly. And forward fold. Hands to shins, look up. Exhale, bring your hands down. Step the feet back to plank. Drop onto the knees or full chaturanga, rolling through your upward dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Breathe out, bend the knees, lift the heels, look forwards, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep up, bend at the elbows, thumbs to the back of the neck, lean back slightly. Sweep it forward, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands down, step or jump your feet back, chaturanga. Upward dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in and out. Last one. Bend the knees, lift the heels, look forward, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Arms sweep up to the sky, bend to the elbows, thumbs to the back of the neck, lean back. Last time, sweep it forwards. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands down. If you're feeling brave, jump it back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Breathe in through your nose. Out through the mouth. Bend the knees, lift the heels, travel to the top of your mat. Look up and fold. Straight to chair, bend the knees, arms sweep up. Knees pull apart, arms pull apart. Tuck the pelvis. Breathe in and out, forward fold. Hands to shins. Exhale, hands down, feet back, chaturanga. Upward dog, down dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward, pivot the left. Arms sweep up, warrior 1. Really straighten this back leg, hips are squaring to the front of the room. Bring those hands down, step it back, chaturanga. Upward dog, down dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward, pivot the right. Arms sweep up, warrior 1. Breathe in, breathe out, bring it down, step back, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Hold it here. Press into those hands, melting our heart down, feet about hips width apart. Breathe in and out. One more breath. Bend the knees, lift the heels, travel to the top of your mats, look up. and fold. Bend the knees, sink back to chair, and then straighten your legs. Hands together, thumbs to the back of the neck, lean back, and back to chair. Set yourself up, tuck the pelvis, pull the knees apart, pull your arms apart. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands down, feet back, chaturanga. Upward dog, down dog. Right foot comes forward, pivot the left. Arms shoot up, warrior one. Leave the legs in your warrior one. Thumbs come to the back of the neck, lean back, look up. Inhaling. Sweep it down, step back, chaturanga. Upward dog, down dog. Step that left foot forward, pivot the right. Arms shoot up, breathe in. Thumbs to the back of the neck, lean back, look up. Sweep it down. Step back, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Last one in and out. Bend the knees, lift the heels, travel to the top of your mat. Look up and fold. Bend the knees, sink back to chair. Bring your hands to the heart space. Bring that left elbow over your right knee. Find a twist. Shoulders are pulling away from the ears. Knees are pulling apart. Good. Back to center. Then swap it over, opposite way. Breathe in. Breathe out. Center and fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Jump or step back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Step your right foot forward. Find a high lunge here. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Tap the left knee down to the mat. Inhale, up. Exhale, tap down. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it up. Stay up in a high lunge, but we're going to rise all the way up onto the tippy toes of the front leg. Drop the heel down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. One more. Inhale. Exhale, well done. Bring both hands down inside the foot. Heel toe the foot out to the edge of the mat. Hold it here. As we inhale, bring the body weight all the way forward into the very tippy toes of the back leg. And then press back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. One more. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Use your right hand against the knee and just press that hip open. Keep your shoulders squaring to the front of the room. And then drop all the way down onto your left knee. Either holding it here or then reaching this hand all the way around behind us and holding onto your foot or ankle. Good, nice. Release, come back to center. Hands plant down. Going to come back up on the tippy toes of your back left leg and then step it back, roll to a side plank on this left side. Good, nice. Any side you like. Well done. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bring those hands down. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Step that left foot forward. High lunge. Arms reach up. Find that balance. Use that drishti, something that isn't going to move. Tap the back right knee down. Lift up. Tap down and up. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it here. Lift the heels. Drop down. Lift the heel. Drop down. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come down inside of the foot. Heel toe your left toe out to the edge of the mat. Hold it here. Inhale. Shift the weight forwards. Exhale. Shift back. Inhale. Forwards. Exhale back, one more, forwards and back. Then use your left hand against left knee. Press that hip open. Drop down onto your right knee. Hold it here or bending the knee, reaching your left hand all the way around to your right foot. Good, nice. And release. Bring the hands down, whatever side you didn't do last time. Step into that side plank. Good, nice. Breathe in. Breathe out, bring those hands down, chaturanga. Upward dog, down dog. Bend the knees, lift the heels, look forwards, jump or step to the top of the mat. Look up and fold. Hold it here, tuck our chin to chest. Weight is in the toes. Keep tipping forward. Keep trying to lengthen. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold back down. Grab your yoga strap, and as we inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Okay. Undo that strap. Feet about hips width apart. Step onto the strap with your left leg. And then lift that leg all the way up as high as we can. Shoulders pulling back, elbows squeezing close to the body. Good, nice. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Can we lift it up a bit more? One more breath. Then bring the strap all the way into your left hand only. Reach your right hand all the way behind you. Good, nice. Then swap it over. Right hand comes to the strap. Left arm comes back. Good. And then come back to center. Lower it all the way down. Now we'll do that without the strap. So bring the knee in towards your chest, hug it in. Hand to your heart space. Straighten the leg. Hold. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Good. Bend the knee back in. Give it a bit of a wiggle. You've got two options here. I won't be too mean. You can either then bring left hand onto the knee, right hand reaches behind you, or if you want to show off, reach your hand to the foot and then extend. Good, nice. Then option to swap it over. Good. Well done. Bend the knee, drop it down. Wiggle and shake it out. Okay, let's take a little vinyasa to reset. So inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to shins. Bring those hands down, jump or step your feet back, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Bend the knees, lift the heels, travel to the top of your mat, look up. And fold, just hang out here for a second, tipping your weight into the toes. Shoulders are pulling back, heart is pulling down. And then slowly lift the body up. Grab your strap. This time, bring the strap onto that right leg. Really root down through the left. And extend the leg, shoulders are pulling back. Try keep the weight even so we're not too wonky. We're not leaning back or leaning forward. Remembering to breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then slowly bring that strap into your right hand. Left hand comes behind you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Swap it over. Right hand comes back. Good. Nice. Inhale. And center. Drop it down. And we'll go again. Set yourself up, wiggle it out. Bring that right knee into the chest. Hand to the heart space. Extend the leg and hold. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Good. Bend the knee, bring it in. Either right hand onto the knee, left hand behind you, or reaching for the foot and extending the leg. And then swapping it over if you like. Good. Bend the knee, drop it down. Wiggle it out. Now we'll put that into a flow. So when you're ready, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, hands down, feet back, chaturanga. Upward dog, downward dog. Right foot steps forward. Find that high lunge, arms reach up. Inhale, just tap that left knee down. Reach up. Tap it down. Reach up. One more, tap it down. Reach up. Just one time, lift the heel. Drop it down. Hands come down inside the foot. Heel toe your foot out to the edge of the mat. One time, rocking forwards. And rock back. Use right hand against right knee. Press that hip open. Holding it here or dropping onto your left knee, reaching your hand towards the foot. Good, perfect. Release. Bring that hand down. This time we're going to heel toe the foot all the way back to center. Hop that back left foot in just a little bit. And then extend through the right leg. Hips pull back, hands to your heart space. If your hamstrings are feeling really tight, come up onto the heel, or the tippy toes, sorry, lift the heel of your back leg. If you want to make it harder, keep that heel down. Hold it. Bring the hands behind us. And just link the fingers together behind the back, pulling the heart away. Last breath. Bend into this right knee slightly, hands to your heart space, launch all the way up to stork. Inhale, extend. Hold, breathe in. And out. Bend the knee, hug the knee in. Bring right hand onto left knee, so opposite. Left hand comes behind us. Inhale. Exhale, twist back to face me. Drop that left foot down, arms reach up to chair. Inhaling. Exhale, hand to the heart space. Left elbow over right knee, find a twist. And back to center. Forward fold. Hands to shins, look up. Exhale, hands down, feet back, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Left foot comes forward. Find your high lunge. Inhale, tap the knee. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, lift the heel. Exhale, down. Hands come down inside the foot. Heel toe your foot out to the edge of the mat. Hold it. And then roll forwards. Roll back. Left hand against left knee. Weight in here. Or dropping then onto your right knee. Hand comes to that back foot. Good. Release. Hands come down. Heel toe your left foot back to the middle of the mat. Hop that back right foot in a little bit. And then extend and straighten through your left leg. Hands to the heart space. Hips are pulling back. Body's folding forward. Then reach the hands all the way behind you. Link the fingers together. Pull the arms away. Breathe in. And out. Bend your left knee slightly. Hands to the heart space. Step to stork. Good. Extend that right leg. Breathe in. And out. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knee. Left hand comes onto the knee. Right hand behind us. And then drop it down. Back to center. Find chair. Hands to your heart space. Right elbow comes over the left knee. Whatever way you didn't go last time, take that twist. Nice. Forward fold. Hands to shins. Exhale. Hands down. Feet back. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Drop down onto the forearms. Let's find dolphin. Walk the feet in towards the arms and just hold it here. Shoulder blades are pulling apart, hips are lifting up, stomach is sucking in. Breathe in and out. Slowly drop down onto the knees, untuck the toes, press into a child's pose. Bum comes over the heels, holding it here. Okay, catch your breath. Grab a drink if you need a drink. Maybe keep the arms extending long. Maybe bringing the palms together, thumbs to the back of the neck, squeezing your elbows against the head. Maybe just breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Okay. Slowly sit all the way up. Okay. Just give yourself a nice big hug. Hold on to opposite elbows. Elbows, shoulders, sweaty shoulders. Squeeze in, tuck chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale, lift the chin up to the sky. Chin to chest. Chin to the sky. Chin to chest. Chin to the sky. Good, release. Bring the hands down in front of you. Step just into a tabletop. And we're going to wake up the wrists a little bit. I know this might seem funny because we've been doing lots of chaturangas, but we're going to be building up to a little bit of a peak pose in a minute. So I want you to roll the body weight all the way forwards into the hands and then roll back. Just taking these circles, spiraling forwards, spiraling back. Same as we normally do in the warm-up. If this feels like enough, hold it here. If you want to make it harder, then we're going to either bring the wrists to face one another, fingers pointing over the mat and doing this, or wrists to face the body, and wrists facing that top edge of the mat. Still taking those spirals, still transferring the weight around. Okay, and release. Sitting back on the heels. So traditionally, in every single yoga class you take, you finish with an inversion after your flow. A lot of the time in our power flow classes, even in our Ashtanga classes, we then take a shoulder stand or a plow or a happy baby. An inversion is anything when your legs are higher than your heart. We're going to mess around with a little bit of a headstand today, if you like. We are on concrete floor. Do not crack your head open, please. Listen to your body. But the whole idea of doing this is that idea of discipline over devotion, because it does take time and it does take practice. We're going to be playing with a tripod variation, so we're going to keep our heads on the mat, which is a lot nicer, I think, and you're kind of taking a little bit of pressure out of your wrists if you have funky wrists, and it's a bit better for your arms and everything in general. We're going to break it into stages. You don't have to take your legs off the mat. You don't have to shoot them up today at all. If you do that, that is great, but that is not what I'm expecting anyone to do. So I'm going to demo. Very, very important. Don't just throw yourself in and have a go while I'm demoing, because you will hurt yourself when you're then looking and seeing what I'm trying to do. So when we take our shoulder stand, the general rule is you want your hands the same distance as your shoulders. So make sure they're not all the way out here or all the way in here. What we're going to do, just come into a tabletop in a second, bring those hands down roughly just the same width as your shoulders. And then we're going to plonk our heads right in the middle, creating this kind of triangle shape. All you're going to do is bring the head down today and then tuck the toes like you're coming into a down dog and hold it here for me. Getting used to holding some weight on your head. Now you can start. Off you go. I'm breaking it down. I'm not going to suddenly just kick you up from here, don't worry. So hands come down and then head comes in between that gap. Good. Nice. Okay, and then once you're here, we're going to begin to walk the feet in towards the shoulders. So like we do in dolphin, just stepping those feet in a little bit more. Again, I'm not going to kick you up here. Good, nice. Okay, and coming back down. So there are two different types of headstand we can do, and naturally half the room are doing one and half the room are doing another. So tripod is where, similar to like a crow, we bend at the elbows and we create this little shelf, and this is where our legs are going to rest on today. If you'd rather take one where we bring the elbows down and hold it like this, you can, but to be honest, it's a lot fucking harder, so it's probably a lot easier to bring your hands down and create that little shelf for your body. Do what you want to do though. If you want to make it hard, we can make it hard. So the next stage of them walking in is we're going to hands come down, head comes down. We're up in this downward dog position, getting used to walking in. Now, if this feels like enough today, hold it here. You don't have to go any further. Or we're then going to try and bring our knees onto the elbows and then just lift one foot at a time and get used to doing that. When we're doing this, you kind of want to be on the softest part of the head, the part that almost feels wrong. So we're shifting forward that a little bit more. If anyone's got like a high bun or something, you might want to like pull it down a little bit. When you're ready, off you go. So hands come down. Good. So similar to crow, try to squeeze your elbows close towards your ribs. Try not to let them spike out. Nice. Good, and you're just trying to balance those knees on the top of your elbows. Now this is where everyone's going to start to do their own thing. So you can continue doing this, getting used just to lifting the legs, bringing them down, maybe balancing both the knees on the tops of the elbows. Or if you're feeling super brave, we then squeeze the knees together and get used to shooting the legs up to your full headstand. Have a little experiment. I'm going to walk around and just help people where they want help. If you don't want help, tell me to fuck off. It's fine.
Elbows out to the side, or is it
Tucking it in. That was nearly like acro yoga. That was impressive. Good. So yes, squeeze the elbows close to the body, and then you yeah. I nearly got kicked in the face, but yeah. Yes, Ali. Yes. That's it. And then try to then squeeze the knees together. Yes. Yeah, careful of your head, please. You did it, we saw it.
got it?
Is the neck okay? Yeah, you got it as well. Yes, Mike. Woo! Was that a jump? Your hands just lifted. I was like, oh my God, he's on his head. Well done, guys. Okay, well done. Let's slow it down. So devotion over discipline. That's going to be a fun one of just pure commentary on the camera. Okay, bring those hands down in front of you. Just come into a tabletop. And then send it up and back, just to a downward dog. Pedaling through those heels, wagging the hips from one side and to the other. And then looking towards the hands, just step your feet all the way forward. Let's take a little toe squat, so bend the knees. Dropping the knees down, we can keep fingertips on the ground or bring your hands to the heart space. And then lower our bums all the way down. We're going to come straight into Savasana, so lifting the legs, shoulders pull back. Good option to extend the legs if you like. Breathe in. As we breathe out, drop the legs, sit up nice and tall. Forward fold. If you want to use your strap here, bring it around the feet. And pull the body down a little more. Good. Slowly sitting up. We're going to find fish, so bring the elbows down behind us, hands roughly under our bum. Lift the chest, toes are pulling back to your face. Drop the head away from your ears. And hold. Breathe in. And out. Inhale, Exhale. Last breath. Slowly sitting up. And then just take a little cross-legged position. Hands come onto the knees, lift the chest, shoulders pull back. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, reverse. One more, inhale. And exhale. Arms reach up. Then bring your left hand onto your right knee. Just take a twist, pull your shoulder back. Nice, back to center, reach up, opposite way. And back to center. Bring your hands down again, just behind the hips, drop down onto the elbows. Lift the chest, drop the head away from the ears. Option to hold it here or then walking your hands forward, trying to bring the crown of the head all the way down onto the mat as you lift the chest. Again, if it feels like too much, just keep that head hanging. One more breath in. Well done. Release, just lift the body up slightly, extend the legs and come all the way down onto your back. Bring your left knee into the chest. Hold just behind the knee and extend the leg all the way up to the sky. Point the toes. Flex the toes. Pull the leg in a little bit more towards the chest and hold. Inhaling. Exhale, release, bend the knee. Extend the leg, drop it all the way down. Right knee pulls into the chest. Extend the leg, hold behind the knee, point the toes. Flex the toes. Pull the leg in a little more. Breathe in. And out. Slowly release, hug the knee in. Extend the leg all the way forward. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Stretch out the legs. Take a big body yawn. And then drop into your final resting Savasana. Grab a quick drink if you need to before your Savasana. We're going to be finishing with a breathwork style pranayama practice in our meditation today. So settling into a space where you feel relaxed yet alert. We're going to be finishing with a conscious, connected breath. So it's gentle, circular breaths. You can either go through your nose or mouth, completely your choice. But there are no pauses between your inhale or exhale. So it's one continuous circle and loop. And it's this idea that we're letting our breath be our offering, our devotion to our practice. So just arrive. Notice that natural breath. Notice this moment. Feeling your body supported by the earth. And just letting your spine lengthen just a little. In respect, just feeling alert here. And bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. And as we start, call in your intention. Not a goal, not something to achieve, but a whisper of devotion. And just start to breathe in a connected rhythm. Inhaling, exhaling. Smooth, circular, no pauses. Breathing in through the nose or mouth, your choice. But just letting the breath flow in and immediately back out. Inhaling, receive. Exhaling, offer. Inhale, receive. Exhale, offer. No need to deepen or force the breath just yet. Just commit to this rhythm. Trust the breath to lead you. And if thoughts come, let them ride the breath. Let them leave on that exhale. Just inhaling. Exhaling, no pause. In. Out. Now let's gently deepen the inhale. Let it be a little fuller. Exhale a little freer, a little bit more open. Keep the rhythm flowing in and out. No breaks. Inhale. Exhale. Continue this and let the breath stir something deeper. Not to control, but to open. Even when we feel a bit fatigued, when we feel a bit bored, keep it pulling in and out. Speeding up a little more. Let your breath speak what your heart cannot say. If there is an emotion, a sensation, an energy, welcome it. And just let the breath carry it up and out. You do not need to hold anything more. You're not here to do it perfectly. If we mess up, just join back in, circle back round on that next breath. You are here to let go. Inhaling, open. Exhale, release. Just 6 more. Give it all you've got. In. Out. In. Out. Inhaling. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Return to it all. Just letting your breath soften. Coming back to a natural rhythm. Let everything drop. Your jaw, your belly, your shoulders. Let this devotion just live in your breath, not as an effort, but as a trust. Feel the quiet underneath the breath, the stillness beneath the sound. Feel what remains. Feel what has been cleared. Feel what now feels possible. Just sense into that quiet pulse of your devotion. Not something to perform, just something to remember. This feeling of connection. Ultimate awareness, our 8th limb of yoga. Take a final breath in through your nose, out through the mouth. Reach the arms back up to the sky. Stretch out the legs. Knees come into the chest. And just let your feet rest on the mat. Bring both your hands back over the heart space. Discipline asks, what if I fail? Devotion asks, how can I love this moment more? This week, your challenge is to let each practice, each activity, become an act of love for your body, for your breath, for the miracle of being alive. And just know that that is enough. Keep your eyes closed and make your way all the way back up into a comfortable seated position. Bringing the hands together, rub those sweaty palms. And when your hands feel warm enough, bring the palms onto the eyes. Final breath in. Releasing together. Drop your palms, blink the eyes open, hands to the heart space as we bow our heads. Honouring yourself, honouring each other, and honouring the devotion of our yoga practice. All the love, all the light, all the gratitude. Together we say Namaste. Thank you guys. Well done, everyone.